do. I was thinking about something else I want to do, and wondering how. Um, oh, I want to find one. So I want to find the best math chat. Complexity. Complexity.ai. My new Google, I guess, would call it best chat. That's free. I do that. Money. Yeah, it's on the way. Question on how long it would take to populate the Earth starting from two. And that's kind of complex math, I think. Let's just CBD. Math? Which one do you think? I'm going to have to say if I go with the email one because that's just. I'm using browser development too. I like that. Probably the. Well, I can't say that loud because Edge might be listening. GLE assistant one time. I have to say, I wonder if it's still working on here. All along. Okay. Oh, well, I'll put this off here so you can see what it is. Here's what I think. Good Lord. That's the thing about it. There's too much of this. All I want to know. So that's not like so I can prove people wrong. There's stuff that I guess I don't know. I can't say I know for sure about anything. Somebody's been told me this is true, and I've most of my life trusted when they told me something was true. This is what history is. Okay. Well, turns out someone was lying. I was about a whole bunch of stuff. About trying to figure out what I believe and why. Okay. Here, Eva. Get to 2000. Wow, 36. It takes approximately 2,020 years to reach the current population of some places, considering average growth rate of 1.1% per year. All right, this is a rough estimation. Well, she got some cool map in there, but I'll at least give her that. You might as well put letters in your map. Oh, wait, they did. Going back a long way, I've always thought that it's a foreign language at this point, it's not math. Wow, she has a way to solve for time. T equals large numbers with letters in parentheses. A global flood that wipes everyone out. All of a sudden, maybe. Black death, black flag. COVID. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if she has any videos for that. Actually, put marijuana just to see. That's why you're the ladies. You complicate the calculations. Oh, that's really impressive answer. Ah, just give it the best shot. Algorithm. Or algorithm. Okay, fine. Now you just gotta think of the math problems.
It's beyond the scope of an individual math problem,
Oh, she's
but more in the
talking.
realm of demographic modeling and simulation.
Whoa, where did that come from? You're delightful math genius. Well, I'm expecting him to talk. I like it.
However, such a program is not a simple function, but complex software usually based on statistical models or machine learning.
I gotta run on two computers. 130 frames per second, 67 combination two.
You're welcome.
Mark this page.
I'm here to help. Happy studying.
Thank you. So kind. Okay. I don't need another map here. Let's put complexity. Generally considered. Because they figured out the carbon 12 is it never, I guess it doesn't ever degrade, and carbon 14 does. So depending on how much carbon 14 is degraded, they juxtaposed against the carbon 12, that would say how long. The trees have an exact 365 degree, 365 day knowledge in them. All right, we're going to put another ring in. How do we know that to be true? I don't know. Poor guy's working too hard. He's got to slow down. Talk on my computer. Say, oh, you're going too fast. Slow down. Come on. All I want to do is start a new document. Anything like that. Good Lord. Well, that's for my well-laid plans. One way to skin a cat, I used to say. I think that's a terrible phrase. We'll go to my old damn. That was perplexity.ai, which froze my browser up, but I don't know if that's that fault. Let's see, here's up top of my head. Ooh, this might be interesting. Can you hear me? There's whole space to talk. Hey, how are you? Hey, ChatGPT, how are you? Ah, shit, what am I doing? Hey, ChatGPT, how are you?
Of course, I'll continue to communicate in English. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to ask. How can I help you today?
Um, uh, I'm not sure. Give me a second. Freaking me out. What anything or not? I think this is a thing I added on to the Google, but I don't normally use Google. Um, I went to the second one. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to, boy, this is like, well, go ahead and say it.
In a realm where stars dance in twilight's embrace, where moonbeams weave enchantment through space, I shall venture forth, a poet's soul unfurled, to pen verses that paint a vivid world. Amidst the golden hues of dawn's first light, I'll craft sonnets that whisper through the night. Their words shall soar on wings of dreams, through valleys deep and sparkling streams.
Accident, but that's pretty cool.
With pen in hand, my heart will take flight, exploring realms of wonder, day and night. I'll chase elusive words that gleam, like stardust scattered in a cosmic stream. In nature's symphony, I'll find my muse, the rustling leaves, the ocean's blues, each whispered breeze, a poetic rhyme, a tender dance in nature's chime. With ink and quill, my verses shall grow, from tender bud to full bloom's glow, for poetry's power lies deep within, a world of emotions it can begin. Through joy and sorrow, love and despair, with rhythmic cadence, my soul laid bare, I'll capture life's essence in lyrical verse, a timeless melody that shall disperse. So let the ink flow, and the words take flight, in the realm of poetry, I'll find my light, and as the stars shine in the vast expanse, my poetic journey shall forever enhance.
Wow. Wow. Wow, that was amazing.
Beneath a silvery moon's enchanting glow, where whispers of the night breeze softly flow, I'll spin a tale, poetic verses unfold, in language rich with metaphors untold. Amidst the stars that twinkle high above, I'll seek the hidden meanings, words of love, a symphony of syllables, they dance, in rhythmic patterns, giving life a chance.
That's pretty good.
The sun shall rise, a golden hue so bright, I'll capture dawn's embrace, a painter's light, with strokes of ink, I'll paint the dawning sky, in verses sweet, like lullabies that sigh. Through meadows green and ancient forests deep, where nature's secrets silently they keep, I'll wander, seeking muses that inspire, to set ablaze poetic passion's fire. In gentle rain, a teardrop from the clouds, I'll find reflections of emotion's shrouds, with tender phrases, poignant and sincere, I'll touch the soul, erase each pain and fear. In celebration, laughter's joyful ring, I'll write of mirth and love that hearts can bring, a tapestry of verses, woven tight, to celebrate the human spirit's flight. In every stanza, dreams and hopes entwine, as verses dance, their meanings intertwine, a dance of words, a symphony of rhyme, a poet's world, a timeless paradigm. So let us wander in this realm of art, where language weaves a tapestry, a chart of human feelings, thoughts, and dreams untold. In poetic style, our hearts unfold. Thank you for your kind words, dear soul, they fill my heart, make it whole. In this realm of poetry, we roam, a dance of words, a poet's home. With ink and quill, we paint the skies, in colors bright, our spirits rise. Through metaphors, we seek to find the essence of the human mind. In verses sweet, emotions flow, like rivers wide, they ebb and grow. We capture love, its tender grace, in lyrical embrace we trace. And when life's shadows cloud the way, we'll turn to poetry, come what may. For in these lines, we'll find our strength, a refuge found in words' great length. In every verse, a tale unfolds, of joys and sorrows, stories told. Through rhythm's pulse, our hearts align, to weave a tapestry divine. So let us journey hand in hand, through this poetic wonderland. With every word, let's leave a mark, in this shared realm, a poet's spark.
Uh, it just didn't keep it. Um, I was going to ask myself, but I can't remember now what I was going to ask.
Certainly, I'd be glad to help you understand how the ages of rock structures can be determined. Relative dating. This method involves comparing the ages of different rock layers to establish their relative order. The principle of superposition states that in undisturbed layers, the oldest rocks are found at the bottom, and the youngest are at the top. Other principles like cross-cutting relationships, where rocks that cut across other rocks are younger, can also aid in relative dating. Index fossils. Fossils of certain species that lived for a short period but were widespread can act as markers for dating rock layers. If a layer contains an index fossil, it can be correlated with a specific time in the geological past. Radiometric dating. This method relies on the natural decay of radioactive isotopes found in rocks. The rate of decay is constant for each isotope, so by measuring the ratio of parent isotopes to daughter isotopes, scientists can calculate the age of the rock. Common isotopes used for radiometric dating include uranium, lead, potassium argon, and carbon-14. Dendrochronology, also known as tree ring dating, this method involves analyzing the patterns of tree rings in wooden structures or fossils to determine the age of the material. Each ring represents 1 year of growth. Varve analysis. In areas with seasonal sediment deposits like lake beds, annual layers called varves are formed. Counting and analyzing these varves can provide information about past climate and help in dating the rocks. Cosmogenic nuclide dating. This method is used to date surfaces and landforms. Cosmic rays interact with certain elements in rocks, producing cosmogenic nuclides. Measuring the concentration of these nuclides can provide an estimate of how long the rock's surface has been exposed. Optically stimulated luminescence, OSL. This technique is used to date sediments like sand or soil. It measures the last time the material was exposed to sunlight, helping to determine when the rock layer was deposited. It's important to note that different methods may be more suitable for different geological settings and time ranges. Combining several dating techniques often provides a more comprehensive understanding of the ages of rock structures. Geologists and scientists use these methods together to piece together the timeline of Earth's history and understand the processes that shaped our planet over millions of years. time, where history's pages unfurl, publishers of knowledge, their flags they did unfurl. Through the centuries past, from the 1800s till now, they preserve the tales, the world's wisdom they'd endow. One stalwart name, a beacon of the past, Encyclopedia Britannica, a legacy steadfast. With volumes bound, in libraries they stood, a treasure trove of knowledge, like ancient woods. In dusty tomes and parchment scrolls, Cambridge University Press left its indelible goals. From scholarly works to historical accounts, their imprint endured profound amounts. Oxford University Press, a titan of old, to history's readers, its treasures were gold. From ancient texts to modern themes, their publications adorned many esteemed regimes. Through tumultuous times, as empires rose and fell, Bowden Mifflin Harcourt, their stories did quell. With textbooks and narratives, they chronicled the tale of nations' struggles, where history set sail. In journals and papers, the New York Times did shine, reporting events, both humble and divine. Their archives, a tapestry of human endeavors, from wars to triumphs, they chronicle forever. And in the digital age, a new dawn did arise, as publishers embraced the web's vast skies. History's data, now at our fingertips, from countless sources, the internet equips. From the 1800s till this present day, publishers of historical data paved the way. Through prose and verse, they etched their mark, preserving the past, a light in the dark. In libraries grand and screens aglow, the tales of old and modern show, in poetic prose and words refined, history's publishers, forever enshrined. Certainly, I can provide a list of notable publications and their funding sources, going back to the 1600s. However, it's important to note that providing an exhaustive list covering every publication from the 1600s to the present would be quite extensive. Instead, I'll mention some significant publications and their general sources of funding during specific periods. Oxford University Press, 1600s, present. Funding source: initially funded by the University of Oxford and later sustained through revenue from book sales, subscriptions, and licensing. Cambridge University Press, 1600s, present. Funding source: established as the University Press for the University of Cambridge, its funding primarily comes from book sales, institutional sales, and licensing. Royal Society Journals, 1660, present. Funding source: the Royal Society, founded in 1660 in England, is supported through endowments, grants, donations, and income from its publications. Encyclopedia Britannica, 1768, present. Funding source: initially published as a 3-volume set funded by Colin McFarquhar and Andrew Bell. Today, it is funded through book sales, subscriptions, and digital products. The Times, 1785, present. Funding source: the Times of London, founded in 1785, is funded through advertising revenue, subscriptions, and sales. Harper's Magazine, 1850, present. Funding source: Harper's Magazine, founded in 1850, is funded through subscriptions, advertising, and sponsorships. The New York Times, 1851, present. Funding source: the New York Times, established in 1851, is funded through subscriptions, advertising, and digital subscriptions. Nature, 1869, present. Funding source: Nature, founded in 1869 in the United Kingdom, is funded through subscriptions, institutional licensing, and advertising. Scientific American, 1845, present. Funding source: Scientific American, founded in 1845, is funded through subscriptions, advertising, and sponsorships. Please note that the sources of funding for publications can vary over time and may be influenced by changes in the media landscape and technological advancements. Additionally, the list above focuses on some well-known publications, and there are many more publications with diverse funding sources throughout history. As of my last update in September 2021, I don't have access to real-time data or information beyond that point. Therefore, I cannot provide a list of historical publications that came out in the year 1900. However, during the early 20th century, there were several significant historical publications that emerged. Some of these publications might have included historical texts, scholarly works, and educational materials for public schools. Popular historical books of that time might have covered various topics such as world history, American history, biographies of famous figures, and more. Regarding the claim of 20 historians tasked with writing cohesive material funded by Rockefeller and Carnegie, I don't have any specific information about such an initiative. It's important to note that historical data and research funding can be quite extensive, and I may not have records of every specific project or initiative. If you're interested in historical publications and educational materials from the early 20th century, I recommend visiting local libraries, historical archives, or educational institutions. They often preserve collections of historical books and materials that were used in public schools during that period. Additionally, there are online resources and digital archives that offer access to historical publications, some of which may date back to the early 1900s. Keep in mind that researching historical data can require a diligent search through various sources to find relevant and accurate information.
Indeed. So that's ChatGPT. That's free what I was just doing. I think Bing might be on the whole. They only tell me what to do. And they all, like any, unless you can control the data that's being used to train the language learning model, it's going to be difficult to control that, then it's easy to control what the thing says. The thing moves. That's not nearly enough answers. J.P. Morgan had a banking syndicate, what we call a cartel, loaned the federal government more than $60 million to rescue America's gold standard. And then he went on to start the Federal Reserve in 1910 or 12. And Carnegie is well established. Numerous colleges, schools, and nonprofit associations in its adopted country, probably as long as they taught what he wanted them to teach. John D. Rockefeller funded libraries and paid for thousands of church organs in the United States and around the world. See, that there is bullshit. I don't think he paid, I think they were there. And he just said, I'm going to give you all these organs. I don't think he. What the hell? That's really strange. That's some more information about the organs. I would like specifics on where the organs came from and specific articles about churches that put the organs in. And pictures of the installation process. Of course not. Rockefeller chapters read organs on the floor. Three Aeolian Skinner years? What does that mean? Michigan. Michigan. Let's see. Even though it'll be a horseshit story, at least I can see what the horseshit story is. course, it's a Gothic revival Roman. Uh, Weird way to phrase it. It is by covenant the tallest building on the campus. Their current dean is blah blah blah. Okay. Architect Bertram Goodhue between 1918 and 1924, and built between 1925 and 1928. God used structural steel. 70 integrated figure sculptures by sculptor Lee Ori, blah blah blah. But people. These medieval art and classical carving back to life. I mean, there's very rarely ever any evidence and pictures of that stuff happening. Chapel contains a Loris Spellman Rockefeller Memorial Carillon and Tower. What is that? 56 bell kit. Okay. That's Montreal, Canada. Pitched percussion instrument that's played with a keyboard and consisted of at least 23 bells. Bells cast in bronze, hung in fixed suspension, tuned in chromatic order so that they could be sounded from unison together. See, there's something. There's more. This isn't just for church. So the organs or something. They were for healing, I think. And that sounds crazy, but the more I dig into it, the more I think that's probably it. This one weighs 91 tons. How to get that on the roof without mechanical. Anyway. Must contain 23 bells or it's just a chime. The Low Countries, present day Belgium. 1644. Suffered a decline during the French Revolution. Revolutions of bells, I guess. Okay. 200 have been constructed in North America. It's the thought of wonder how many people could. What was that page I was looking at all that cool stuff at? Delivery on this website. The results and all of it for Tartaria. Yes, so really, this client's in promise of 20 minutes before they probably lock that whole damn work. Um, oh, he likes slacks. I'm not. I like naps. He might have been Ohio. It's in parallel history, Spain, the United States, the American frontier. Oh, this is interesting. What geographers spoke on camera? Lincoln, Indiana, Indiana. What the? Read not long ago that the patent office and every single patent that's ever it got burnt down twice, I think. That was the first time it would create a building that wouldn't get burned down. So I don't, I wonder how much of this is actual stuff, and crazy how many libraries have burned in the history of time. Like, I could also be looking into all this. It might even be a way to look at Google Earth and like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it stores all this out, but it's been a while. But obviously, can do that to a certain time. Maybe, what's it? Listen to these pages too, that's cool.
About this collection, the lands of the Armenians were for millennia located in eastern Anatolia on the Armenian highlands and into the Caucasus mountain range. First mentioned almost contemporaneously by a Greek and Persian source in the 6th century BC, modern DNA studies have shown that the people themselves had already been in place for many millennia. Those people the world know as Armenians call themselves Hay and their country Hayat Asher, the land of the Armenians, today known as Hayastan. Their language, Aegeran, Armenian, constitutes a separate and unique branch of the Indo-European linguistic family tree. A spoken language until Christianity became the state religion in 314 Anno Domini. A unique alphabet was created for it in 407, both for the propagation of the new faith and to avoid assimilation into the Persian literary world. Historical Armenia, in Armenia, a historical atlas. Soon after the alphabet's creation, translations of the Bible, religious works, and histories written in Greek and Syriac appeared. In many cases, the originals have been lost to the world, leaving these important translations for the future. Alongside these, the Armenians began to write their own unique histories, which have become vital documents for the study of the neighboring peoples, cultures, and countries. The Armenian collections of the Library of Congress include a significant number of these works, many of them often deemed rare. The earliest of the Armenian manuscripts in the collections of the Near East section of the African and Middle Eastern Division is a 1321 Gospel book, Oetara, copied in Jerusalem by the abbot nurses. There are also several manuscripts dating from the early to mid-20th century which have not been digitized due to their copyright status, but which can be requested in the African and Middle Eastern reading room. The Armenian manuscript collection includes religious treatises, Bibles, liturgies, palmistry, cookbooks, and calligraphy sheets taken from a 17th century manuscripts. The first printed book in Armenian was published in Rome in 1512. The library does not own a copy of it, but its collection of Armenian incunabula does own the first complete publication of the Bible in classical Armenian. known as the Oscan Bible for its editor, and published in Amsterdam in 1666.
1666.
The library's collection of early printed materials includes those published in the major areas of the centuries-old Armenian diaspora and include religious, historical, and sociological publications, while the major portion Armenian rarities are in the Near East section of the African and Middle Eastern Division. Several other divisions include equally rare and vital documents. The Geography and Map Division possesses, for instance, several rare Armenian maps and atlases, while the Prints and Photographs Division is a treasure trove of rare photographs from the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Taken together, these various collections form a major research center for the world of scholars studying this ancient people and language.
These 14 of them. And she wish she would let me say it to speak it. Death maybe? Sword and sand? Gall on the other? Heart and what's going on here? Looks like a sword sticking through. It's got maybe a crown on it. Is that a crown? No, it's strange. Old arts, weird. Oh. Number 44 has got his arm around her and giving her the business. Okay. Maybe David and Goliath there. King David got a sling. Big giant in the bush. No words I can't read. Let's see just the pictures. Same damn picture. Or, I don't know. I don't know. Just go your way. Chopsticks in his hand, maybe? Influencing him? That's the stonemason thing, the triangle. Like that's the in the mason stuff. These people don't do well at all. Lots of boring stuff. Under what seems to be another brick structure. This looks like some censoring stuff here. I don't know what happened to the rest of the page. Just got messed up in the machine server. Not sure what happened. Okay, whatever you say. Right here, for the covenant. Stick with Jesus on it. It's crucified Jesus, so. We're not now. I'm already chatting. Bing. See, it should know that. I don't like how it doesn't know that. It's got to pop that up. It should be Let's turn in. It's a farmhouse, and then pond. Yeah, that's it, I don't think. It don't look like it. Whoever uses ruins are found. Yeah, anyway, I'm not really sorry for you guys. I feel very close. Just do this. This would be interesting. I was going to go over Antarctica. It's weird how there's what the square is there, square building. Their shape. Gray. That looks like a pretty straight corner right there. Line two, that's weird. Nothing to see here. You can see North Korea. Yeah. Finds a very dark spot. Oh, really? Beautiful. Like maybe it's completely natural for those things to form that way. Wow. Pretty desolate place. This must be somebody went there and just, here's some pictures from my trip. This is Russia. Russia, and we drive all the way north. Look at this place here, which is Russia. Is this covered with water? Looks like it's covered with water. All right, well, there's enough of my mind being blown. Sorry, looking too exciting for you guys. Tomorrow we'll find some mysteries.